What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby here with a brand new Zach Parisi joint. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. They didn't announce it. I got a chance to go out to the 2K headquarters. They flew me out, put me up, let me come check out the game with Not Fan and Luge. You guys don't know, because I don't tweet about it, man. I play WWE. I really don't talk about anything else I love, but growing up, man, I loved hockey. St. Louis Blues, Pierre Turgeon, Pavel Dimitra, rest in peace, man. You had guys like Turek, Chris Pronger, though, back in the day. Oh my gosh, the cheese in the hockey games was real. So when they offered me a chance to come check out the new game from Cat Daddy Games, NHL Supercard, which WWE Supercard, I kind of said that when Supercard came out. I was like, there's some good opportunities here. So I got to go check out NHL Supercard. I'm going to show you some of that gameplay. You guys can check it out. It's available on the Android and iOS store. And I'm pretty pumped. Thanks again to 2K for bringing me out. And let's check out some of that gameplay.
Alrighty, guys. So NHL Supercard, a game that kind of came out of left field. Cat Daddy kind of took a suggestion from the forums. It was not announced at all. I was actually very surprised when they invited me out, man. I was excited because I grew up watching hockey. I do want to let you guys know that this build is a near final build. This was not the finalized one that you're probably downloading on Android or iOS when we got the chance to play it. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're taking a look at it. As you can see right off the bat, Jaromir Jagr. I was talking to Nadas and I was like, man, you know, I love playing hockey growing up. My mom wouldn't let me play going in. She said, after Pee Wee, she said, you know, you can wait till high school when it's free. And I kind of got away from it. So, you know, to see Jaromir Jagr still around, I was pretty amazed by that. But you can take a look. We're going to show off some exhibition games, show you the season rivals clash, and what this game kind of entails. As you can see, who we have. We have Anders, goalie. I don't think I pull a good goalie in this test build. Now, I did pick up the game when it was at 2 and 6. They handed me the iPad at that point. I take it from there. So the 2 and 6, don't kind of pay attention to that. We go on a bit of a roll. Now I want to go over some things with NHL Supercard. So you're seeing on screen right now, the 4 categories are you have focus, playmaking, stick handling, and skating are the 4 attributes, similar to WWE Supercard if you guys have played. Maybe if you grew up, you know, watching hockey, playing hockey, you're trying to get a refresher. I said right in the room, I said this is a great refresher for somebody who still enjoys watching hockey, but doesn't necessarily stay up to date with as much as I do other sports or wrestling, etc. It's kind of a nice refresher to kind of stay up to date. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. You see now the goalie, you're going to pair with somebody when you do play. There's a bunch of different categories. I can't remember exactly how many categories they said there were, but you guys can see. You're going to kind of pair them up. You're either going to have 2 defenders. You're either going to have a goalie and somebody. You're going to have a straight-up person. So if you played Supercard, it's pretty much the similar in WWE. Now, the difference here is you don't get penalized if your players are out of position in exhibition games. So right now you're seeing my guys right now are pretty much all fine except for my right wing, who's in the defensive position. I don't get penalized in exhibition for that. If they're in the right position and you go out and call out 2 guys and their chemistry matches up, you're going to get a boost and it's going to help you out and maybe give you that little extra edge you need for a victory. Now, one of the cool things, and I think it was just announced for WWE, is if you do get a shutout and when you're going to draw the cards afterwards, just like WWE Supercard, you get to go ahead and pull some cards. Now, I went through, and, you know, if you're trying to train your guys, you need a bunch of cards fast. You go through. Well, the strategy comes in with WWE Supercard where, you know, you're playing, you just want to get those 2 victories, and you get the 2 pulls, right? In NHL Supercard, if you get a shutout and you win all 3 periods, because that's how they do it here, you get per period, you get the goals. Don't pay attention to the numbers. So next to my name, you're seeing 2, Bonerman 0. You're seeing those numbers. Those don't matter. Those are goals. You're going by amount of periods you've won in hockey. And if you do get the shutout, you get a 3rd pick. So instead of getting 2 cards, you get to draw a 3rd one. Now, the ones that reset the board, supports don't reset the board except for the certain level, which you guys will see. And you can see we get our first shutout, and we go through. Like I said, score doesn't matter. I've seen it where I was down 3-0, came back and won. You get the pick. and you get 3 of them. So a great way to go through if you guys are trying to level up your guys, you're trying to get, you know, people to train with. Very fast and efficient way, and the strategy comes in because you kind of have to play. Are you going to go for 3? So now, this is season mode. Now, this is a very, very fast season mode. We got to play when the network wasn't set up, so the players, like it is now when it goes live, it wasn't necessarily up, but I actually thought it was kind of cool because we got to go through and play really fast. But the season mode will take approximately 2 days. You guys can take a look and see. I was doing very well. I was winning a lot of my matches. We were talking a lot of the games, and I was talking to the team as it was going through, and I couldn't change them out fast enough. I actually thought it was a really cool mini game to play very, very fast because I finished a whole season in probably like 20 minutes. Like I said, it'll take normally about 2 days so you guys can swap out your cards. Now, in season mode, that is the one place where you can get penalized if you have a player out of position. If you're playing and the player is out of position, you're going to lose 18 energy. Normal games in season, you're going to lose 8 energy. If your player's out of position, you're going to lose 18. So if you're going to play, just note you will get penalized in season mode, but not exhibition. And of course, just like WWE Supercard, you get your cards on the same tier level based on, you know, where you're at. And the first card we pull is a Matt Green rare. So and then a Connor Murphy. So you get basically pull on your tier, and you get to go through and do your season. Like I said, it takes about 2 days. They can fill up in as little as a couple minutes. Could take up to an hour when you're doing season mode. And then as you guys take a look here, we jump into Rivals Clash. Now, I wasn't sure exactly if Rivals Clash was going to be available on day 1, if it's going to kind of come or go. It's very cool. You know, you get to pick your side, so you either get to pick, you know, hey, I want to represent the San Jose Sharks or the LA Kings. You basically play for your team. You get the personal points, and the personal points builds you up, and at the end, you get the card based on your personal ranking, and you want to help your team and be on the winning side, because let's be honest, I know in some of the PCCs or the People's Champion on Supercard, you're on the wrong side, even though you want that card, and you're kind of bummed out. But you take a look. I went through, and I did play. I probably played about 10 Rivals Clash matches. I was getting those points. I did lose once from a guy that I wasn't expecting, as you can see. Dumba, oh no, we're going to get shut down. Is this going to be my first loss in NHL Supercard? I hope not. Don't do it to me in the first one I show you guys. We've got to get a victory. He's got 2 rare cards. Oh, I think we scored a point. So here, this is what I'm talking about. The points don't necessarily come in, but we got Quincy, and we get the, oh wait, this is overtime. So I didn't even know I was putting this in the video. There is overtime. We have one shot here, playmaking. Brandon Prost, and there it is. Goes up against their common goalie. We get the victory. 3-2 in overtime. So don't necessarily pay attention to the score. Like I said, we get some personal points. It shows our rank, and then that kind of depends on where we finish. And then you want to kind of be on the winning side, or whatever side you choose. All 3 of us, Luge, Not As Fan, and I picked LA Kings. We kind of realized it afterwards and went, huh, we all kind of picked the same team. I don't know if that was super smart, but then we get the pulls, and I got Clayton Stoner. I got a bunch of Clayton Stoners, man. I actually grew up with a kid, last name Stoner. I always asked him if he was related to the hockey players. We jump back into quick pull, and this is kind of what I want to show you guys, as I might get very lucky. I think I kind of spoiled it already. You might have already saw him. But we jump in with playmaking. We're going to throw out those 2 skaters. Who do we got? Oh, no. We're going up against a rare. I do have to admit that I did not use the cards to boost up. I wasn't using the pluses or the minuses. I didn't even really pay attention to that because I was winning every match. I think I went on like a 40-match winning streak in the office, and it was pretty cool to be able to do that, because I think my winning streak in WWE was about 200, and then when I finally lost, it was like, oh, no. I lost. So we're going to pick up the victory here, and then we're going to go show the poll as we pair them up with the goalie skating. Like we said, the categories are based. So unlike in WWE where you compete on the same category, in NHL you actually compete in different categories. So based if you're a goalie and you're a defender versus if you're a wing or a forward, they're going to play different. So just know that. That's a big deal. As we get Kyle Quincy, the super rare card. That's our super rare. Like I said, I grew up watching, you know, Chelios and Mike Modano and watching all those guys, the Red Wings, cheesing back in the day with one-timers. one-timers were how you won games back in the day with those legends. Speaking of legends, I think there's like 19 legends in NHL Supercard you guys are going to want to check out. If you want to get it, it's on iOS or Android. Thanks again to 2K for bringing me out. I really do appreciate it. For getting me my love of hockey back. Just like I got my love of football back, playing WWE, doing other stuff, expanding out. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Until next time, we will see you all later.